We have approximately 900 students, slightly more than that, plus the adults that will be coming to the school in the morning, most of whom will come off of Cambridge Road. It won't surprise me as well that we have many come off of 14th Street, and all of that is acceptable because we've designed our drop-off procedures in the morning to the school so that we could have students and parents coming in from both directions and in turn exiting both directions after they drop the children off. We're looking to have children dropped off at the gym, each and every child, with no exceptions, to be dropped off, whether that be parking in the bays that have traditionally been the 3 high school parking lots, and then walking your child over to the gymnasium, which is at the far end of this building, away from Cambridge Road. We also are going to provide an opportunity for parents to have curbside drop-off right in front of the gym doors. We know that this is going to be a little bit different for some families because most parents are accustomed to coming in and they want to have that first spot right in front of the doors where they can let Johnny or Sally out. But the reality is we're going to enable ourselves to have probably 6 or 7, maybe 8 cars dropping off children at one time. And that's because we have a circular drive in front of the gym doors, and we'll be using that space and asking parents to, when they pull in, single file, always single file, never passing, to come in and stack up the cars by pulling to the furthest most point available, the farthest point available, parking, but not parking and getting out of your car, parking by stopping your car, putting it in park, and then from there, our school employees will take over. We're here to serve the families, and what we're going to do is we're going to open the car doors or the truck doors. We're going to open the doors, and in turn we're going to get the children out, helping you get the children out so that you will be able to stay in your driver's seat, and if there's a passenger with you, that individual too could stay with you if they're not coming to school. We want the children to get out of the vehicle, and then in turn we will close the doors. I've done this at another school and it worked beautifully. We have had teachers who have worked at other schools and they've done it. They too report that it works beautifully and is actually helpful to parents. It's also helpful to us because it gets the children out of those cars. And again, I mentioned that there could be 6 to 8 cars all stacked at one time, and we'll have that same number of people out there working to open and close doors, get children out safely up onto the sidewalk, and then make their way into the gym door where we can in turn start taking attendance to account for those children. What we do not want is people trying to pass each other on that small little passage road where we're dropping off the children by the gym doors. Everybody, if they drive safely, if they drive carefully, keep the cell phone put away because we need full attention. We believe this will be an operation that runs smoothly, and again, I keep coming back to the importance of safely for our children. I want to clarify in both cases, we are not expecting, nor will we be allowing, parents to come into the building to walk through and get them their breakfast, etc., etc. We will be keeping the doors closed to adults for a reason. Again, it comes back to safety. We have over 900 children. We don't know all the parents, and even if we do, we want to make sure that we keep the children secure, safely, and you have to trust us that we'll be doing exactly that. So we thank you in advance for your cooperation. At the end of the day, we have from 2:50, 10 minutes till 3, until which time we release children at 3:15, for parents to use our parking lots, that the high school parking lots will be vacant for the most part, starting at 10 minutes till 3. We do not want, nor will we be allowing, individuals to drive into the parking lots before the high school students and staff are released. At the time that they're released, until which time they're almost completely out, we've timed it, we've watched it multiple days, and we know for a fact at 10 minutes to 3, it's wide open. There are 3 complete bays for you to park. That clearly is going to be what we are encouraging you to do. In addition to that, let me clarify one option for curbside pickup which will be available only at the gym for children who are in grades 3, 4, 5, and 6. Only at the gym for children in grades 3, 4, 5, and 6. We will have a process or a system put together. You will be receiving a name tag. If you have a child in 3 through 6, and you'll probably get a couple of these, that you can hang that name tag that will be your child's last name and your child's grade. And if you have more than one child in 3 through 6, we'll go with the oldest child. So we'll say the name is Skelton and he's in grade 6. We're going to give you that placard, and it's on permanent ink, and you're going to hang that from the visor on the passenger side, which is the curb side of your vehicle. We ask you simply to pull that visor down, and as you come close to the area where you pull in to go to the gym, we will have spotters out there with radios. They'll radio down to the children, and actually they'll be radioing down to the adults supervising the children, the homeroom students, and the teachers who are on bus duty. That will indicate to them who is coming in and in what sequence they're coming in, and that curbside pickup should flow smoothly so that we can get the children out waiting for you and ready to leave, so that as soon as you pull up in the furthest most spot, you park, other vehicles coming in parking behind you, we'll shuffle the children out to you, open the door, we'll close the door safely. If you want to put things in your trunk, we can do that too. You open or pop open your trunk from a remote inside your car. We'll put things in it, shut the trunk, and get you on your way quickly and safely so that our process goes quickly, the children are safe, and you never have to leave the car. The only thing you have to do is pull up to the farthest most point and put it in park. We do not want teachers dealing with vehicles and children dealing with vehicles that are kind of scooting forward a little bit because the person forgot to put it in park. That's important to us. That's one option. That's curbside pickup. Let me come back to the important area that we have in 2 other locations of our school. Where I'm standing right now is out close to Cambridge Road. As you can see, the sign will be close to us behind me. This is an area that there's a large playground, and it borders immediately where all the preschool students attend, right there by their classrooms, and in turn all of the kindergarten students. This is where the kindergarten and preschool students are coming out to meet parents who we want to park in the parking lot, come over and pick up your child and take your child from your homeroom teacher, from your child's homeroom teacher. We want to make sure, one, that we know that the child is going with the person who is authorized on the emergency medical form. And that would obviously include parents, and in turn you've authorized some other people. So we need to make sure that that happens, and if we're not sure, we'll be checking ID. So if you come to pick up your child and we don't know you, which is possible, we want to make sure you come with your ID, a picture ID, and we only need one to make sure that your child gets given to the right person. Now, I said kindergarten and preschool right here by the Cambridge Road preschool parking lot, playground area. A little further down the road of the driveway of the school is the main entrance as you drive in on the right-hand side. That area will be held and will be all of our first grade students and second grade students. All of those students, first and second grade, will be waiting there if they're not riding a bus. They'll be waiting there for a parent to do the same process. Park over in the parking bay, walk over, pick up a child directly from a homeroom teacher. And so the same process goes with grades 1 and 2. Let me review that pickup procedure again for all children, K through 6. The parking lot area is all over there. Lots of space, no sooner than 2:50. If you drive in the driveway, we want you, and we are going to require you, to go immediately to the parking area and find a place to park over there. And there's going to be lots of places to park. We want you to use the crosswalks, walking across the driveway. Use the crosswalks, and you will always have the right-of-way. Walk over. If you're going to pick up a K or a pre-K student, a preschool student, you come to the area on the side of the building that borders Cambridge Road for a preschool or kindergartner. If you're coming over to pick up a first or second grade student, that's going to be over by the main entrance to the building by the office. If, on the other hand, you're going to pick up a third, fourth, fifth, or sixth grade student, those children will be down by the gym. And yes, that's a little bit of a walk to get down to that, and we have steps that get down there, easily accomplished, steps to the handrail, so all that's safe. But we are not going to send children up the steps to get to you. We want to make sure those children go with the person that they should be going with. So that's the parking and walking over process. The curbside pickup, it's simple. It's only available again for grades 3 through 6. You can drive in the driveway, and if you're here before the buses leave, which is roughly 3:15, you still need to park over there. You cannot stack up on the street because that'll back cars up on Cambridge Road. That's not acceptable. So you go over and park, and when the buses all leave, and you'll see that, there'll be 5 or 6 big yellow buses all leaving at the same time. When you see that, then it's free to drive safely over to the gym area, go to the roundabout area, park, and then we'll make sure, as I described earlier, that your child is out waiting for you when you drive in, and we think that all of this will go smoothly. It requires that parents be patient, that you drive slowly, and that you give this your full attention, because I will assure you, children are not watching for cars safely. So we depend upon you to do that. So I repeat again, no cell phone usage when you're on our property. We will have Coshocton County React volunteers here for the first couple of weeks of school. We will also always have our Coshocton County Sheriff's Department resource officer available, and those individuals take their job seriously, so we ask that you take your responsibilities seriously as well to follow all the rules of the road. You are not permitted to cut across the road. You have to use the sidewalks, and they will be ticketing people if you don't do that. That's it, and I can't say in a nutshell because it takes a great deal of explanation. We will be providing you a map of the campus with arrows describing all of this and text describing it. We'll also have a separate sheet describing pickup procedures for parking and curbside, and also the other half of the day, either drop off or pick up, whichever I mentioned, for the both parking and curbside pickup. All of that will be given to you before the children are released prior to the fair. I thank you for your attention to this. We look forward to working with you. Thank you.